Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly April message for all of the Aries out in the collective. This is going to be your monthly message. For those of you that are new, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen. I'm a spiritual advisor, intuitive coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every week right here on this channel. We truly appreciate and value every single one of you, so all we can do is ask that you please subscribe. Give us a like as it truly does help our content. Comment down below should you desire, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I release new content. Let's get into your message this month, Aries. All right, Aries, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So just so that you remember and that you are aware, this is going to be a general message. It is not going to resonate with every single Aries out in the collective. So we ask that you please take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. Also note that I take jumpers from the pack. I don't like to choose my own cards. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into an oracle message, as this is going to help me figure out where you are energetically for this month. Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what information and insight can you provide me regarding Aries this month? All right, we are starting out with the Ice Queen. I love this. Okay, so this is about if there are certain ideas, inspirations, things that you have currently been wanting to bring to fruition, Aries, what I'm really feeling is that you are needing to really utilize your intuition at this time. And recognize that some ideas need to wait for the right time for you to start working on them or to come into fruition. Yeah, okay, so the other message we got here is a fork in the road, okay? So Aries, with this Ice Queen, okay, what it says up here is it says ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement, okay? So what I really feel this is that it's really wanting you to really focus on the intention that you have set behind this specific idea or thing that you are wanting to create, okay? If your intention is very self-serving and it is not something that is for the highest good of all, then you really want to rethink it, right? Like if you feel that you're entitled to this, you're not really coming from a heart-centered space. You're coming from a very ego-centered space, okay? Also recognize that whatever it is that you're trying to bring into fruition or that you're trying to create or manifest, recognize that there is a certain time and place. There's a certain season for when those things should occur or when you should start taking action. And I really feel that whatever this is, I really feel that now is really not the time. You are really, and here's what I'm hearing. So with this fork in the road, what this is really saying is that you are given two choices here. You're given a choice of whether to stay exactly where you are or a choice to move in a very different direction that is sort of aligned with the things that you're wanting to bring into fruition. What I'm really hearing here is that you really need to, number one, be sure that your intention behind this is pure and it is coming from a place of a higher self perspective, right? Like really utilizing your intuition, allowing it to guide you in the right direction. And the direction that you need to be going is your true north, which is going to be your intuition, right? Please don't worry about the smoke. It is just my incense. It's how I cleanse the space. So with this fork in the road, what I'm really hearing is that, are you really listening? Are you tuning into your inner guidance? Are you tuning into your intuition and you allowing yourself to come from a heart-centered space? Or are you really just wanting to do this because it's self-serving? So that is, remember that the intention that you set forth is going to build your foundation. So where your intention sits is how your foundation is going to be set. So if you're wanting to like start a business or you're really wanting to create a new vision for yourself, you want to make sure that your foundation is set solid. You don't want to build your home on shaky ground, right? So that is the most important thing here. All right, let's move right into the Tarot, Aries, to see what additional information and insight Spirit can offer us. So what additional information do you have for Aries this month, Spirit? What additional information do you have for Spirit? For Aries. Whoa. Okay. What additional information do you have for Aries this month? This is going to be month of April. What additional information do you have for Aries this month? Okay, this one came out first. Beautiful, beautiful. What additional, do we want that one? No, okay. What additional information do you have for Aries this month? Okay, Aries, we are starting off with the Page of Cups, okay? And the Page of Cups is really bringing forth a message of what are the things that you're dreaming about, right? What are the beliefs that you have associated with what you're dreaming about, like what you're wanting to create or manifest for yourself, right? Are you holding on to limited beliefs right now? Because if you're holding on to limited beliefs, those really aren't going to help you create the vision that you are having for yourself, right? You have to make sure first and foremost that that the vision that you are wanting, the idea that you're wanting to sort of bring into your awareness aligns with the beliefs that you have. Now, if your beliefs are mixed matched, like if they're not matching the frequency of the dream that you're trying to create, then that's something you have to address. You have to sort of figure out what it is that's holding you back. What fear is it that's holding you back from truly bringing that into existence, right? All right. Okay. Okay, so here we go, Aries. So we started out with the Ice Queen, as I mentioned earlier, right? And the Ice Queen was really about you resting on the ideas that you currently have. Right now is really not the good time. And I think the reason why they're saying now is not a good time for you to embark upon this new journey of creating your dream into a reality is because you are not tuned in to your true north, okay? That is very clear to me when we start off with the Page of Cups. A Page of Cups really signifies to me someone who is in new territory, is still learning, and has not really fully created the vision, okay? You currently have like limiting beliefs that are preventing you from believing that what you are trying to bring into existence is attainable, okay? A Page of Cups really wants you to sort of dream and sort of create this vision for yourself. When you are manifesting, it is important that you, number one, you envision yourself in your manifestation, okay? There's a lot of times when people will come to me with questions about vision boards and stuff like that when they're manifesting, and they'll often tell me, well, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because you are not envisioning yourself in this dream. You're not envisioning yourself in what you are trying to create. You don't have the emotions that are required that keep you attached to that. And if you're focusing on it from a perspective of, I don't have that, so I want that, what you're attracting is more of not having it. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So when you have a Page of Cups says that I am dreaming my dream into existence, and I am recognizing that I am in a flourishing environment that meets all of my needs and desires. Okay? That is what a Page of Cups says. A Page of Cups allows himself to look into his cup and dream his life the way that he wants to live it, right? He is utilizing the reflection of the water within his cup to sort of give him the vision of what he's trying to create, okay? Now, what I want to point out here is that a page is still learning how to build his dream life into existence. He's still learning. He lacks the experience in that, okay? And I feel that the part that he lacks the experience in is the fact that his mind, his beliefs are really preventing him from seeing himself as attaining said dream. So an example of that would be, let's say you have a dream of starting a business, Aries, okay? And let's say you want this business to be that you sell world-class art, whatever that might be, right? Now, that is your dream, that is your vision, but you have a mental block when it comes to that. And that mental block could possibly be that you have always heard people around you say that art is not sellable, that art is not a fulfilling dream, that it doesn't make money, and it doesn't, it's not going to build you a solid foundation, and it's not going to provide you with financial security because art only sells sporadically. It's not a constant thing. So you have a limiting belief when it comes to that dream that you are trying to attain, right? So this is why it's so important for you to recognize what is causing you to be stuck in the middle of this fork in the road, okay? After the Page of Cups, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is an energy that, number one, has everything that she needs, everything that they need and that they desire, okay? A Queen of Pentacles knows that their resources are always provided to them when they are needed. A Queen of Pentacles utilizes her own wisdom and her own intuition to guide her through her course in life, okay? So what you're really needing to do here is you're needing to nurture the aspects of yourself that are out of alignment with the dream that you are trying to create. You need to be able to recognize what parts of you really need the nurturing and need the resources to help you change your belief and your perception of what you are trying to obtain, okay? We then move into the High Priestess here, Aries. And the High Priestess is really about building things from the unseen world and moving it and transitioning it into the seen world, right? So it's really recognizing that you have full potential. You have so much potential to make this dream and this vision a reality. But you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and be willing to face the things that are hiding behind your vision, right? And in this case, it's really the limiting beliefs. You have to be willing to step into that, to see beyond that, so that you could then step forward into a new reality. What I love about the High Priestess is the High Priestess really speaks about there is nothing above her, right? There is no ceiling above her. So everything, she is attached to everything. She has the potential to seek everything. All the knowledge, the inspiration, the insight is all there, right? She has to be willing to seek that which she cannot see with her physical eyes, okay? Now, what I love about these cards is that these cards come with affirmations, and the affirmations for the High Priestess is, I have the answers I seek, and by following the truth, I will find them. Now, what I love here is the truth in this situation is your true north, right? The truth is you need to figure out what your true intention is when it comes to this vision and this dream that you are trying to create. Are you focusing in on the why, or are you simply focusing on the outcome? Like, that's a very big question, because I think a lot of times when we really focus our attention on the outcome, like we're trying to obtain wealth and riches, but what is the why? What is the why that is driving you to take the necessary steps and the actions towards attaining that, right? So with this High Priestess, you have to seek those answers. The reason why now is not a good time is because the vision in and of itself is not clear to you yet, Aries. You need to really seek for those answers and seek for the truth behind your why you want this to become a thing, why you want this to become a reality. Okay. Next, we have the King of Swords. Now, remember when I said you had mental blocks, right? So the King of Swords is going to bring you the clarity, right? The King of Swords is really going to shine a light on the things that resonate with your intentions for your highest good, okay? A King of Swords forges his own path. He utilizes his wisdom and his intelligence wisely to make the necessary choices and decisions that he needs to make in order to align him with his higher self. And that is what needs to transpire here, Aries. Okay? Now, your overall message here, okay, is the Ace of Swords in reversed, okay, and the Four of Swords. Okay, again, a lot of what I'm seeing here is the clarity. You are lacking the clarity and the insight. An Ace of Swords really brings you a new beginning. But because this Ace of Swords is reversed, this is really telling me that you don't have the clarity that you are seeking. You're stuck. And because you're stuck and you can't get the clear answers that you're seeking, you're not going to see what's transpiring as an opportunity. This is really an opportunity for you to truly understand what you are desiring and why you are desiring it, okay? The Four of Swords really wants you to take a step back, wants you to reflect on what it is you are trying to create and why you are trying to create it. What is it? Like, I always tell people that when they don't understand the law of attraction, when they don't understand the law of cause and effect, and they don't understand how manifestation truly works, they don't realize that they're already manifesting things into their existence without them even realizing it. Okay. And this is why I always tell people, be very mindful of what you ask for. Be very mindful of what you are thinking about with intention and emotion, because you create those things even if you don't intend to create them. And when you are in the midst of trying to create a vision or a dream, you need to be crystal clear about what your intention behind that is, okay? And I really feel that with this Ace of Swords is really about making sure that your intention is pure and is clear. Like, I can't stress that enough, okay? Now, I really feel that you're not really allowing yourself to focus in on the truth of the situation or the circumstance or the outcome. I really feel like you're overanalyzing everything and you're not really aligning with your higher self. And this is a call for you to align with your higher self here, okay? Now, the next that we move on is going to be the steps and the advice provided to you that is going to help you transition and move, okay? We have the Two of Pentacles here, okay? And I'm really seeing this Two of Pentacles as a balance of things. And I really feel that this is you really figuring out what you want more of, right? Like, I really feel that maybe the reason why, Aries, Spirit is really telling you right now is not a good time for you to bring in your idea, because number one, you're not very clear about what it is you're wanting or you're desiring, or your intention isn't pure. And I feel that a lot of that has to do with you're looking at this as a means to solve your financial security issues. Because I'm really, this red right here is really standing out to me, which often signifies a root chakra issue where we don't feel that we're financially stable. Or we're looking at this, well, the only reason why I want to do this is because it's going to bring in income. No, there has to be a better why than that, because what you're focusing on is you're focusing on the lack of income. And the more of that you focus upon, the more of that you're going to see in your everyday. So I really feel that what this is really asking you to do is to evaluate your intentions behind why you're wanting to create these certain things, or evaluate why your life is the way that it is right now, right? Like, you need to balance out and figure out, are you going to align with your higher self, or are you going to align with your ego? Because coming from a place of lack is really aligning with the ego. It's not aligning with your higher self. We then have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is an energy that really speaks about really being in tune with their emotions and their intuition. This energy really brings forth that wisdom, that deep knowing, that deep feeling of knowing that you are making the right choice, that you're moving in the right direction because you feel it. You feel yourself being drawn into nurturing and providing and being that calming sense of tranquility and emotion when it comes to your vision or your dream, right? Are you really listening to your intuition? This is really wanting you to delve deep into your emotions, really delve deep into the things, even the things that are blocking you from pushing this forward, or even your limiting beliefs. Like, really delve deep into the unknown of where that comes from. What is the cause of that? Where did that originate from, right? Really allow yourself to heal those wounds. We then move into strength, okay? Now, this strength card is really wanting to bring into your awareness that in order to have really deep inner strength, it comes from the heart, okay? I really feel here, Aries, is that Spirit is really wanting to bring attention. Are you living your life from a heart-centered space? Or are you just living to get by, right? Strength is really about you recognizing your inner strength. It's not about outer strength. It's not about how much power you have on the outside. It's about how much power you have on the inside. It wants you to recognize how powerful you really are, that you could change your entire situation by simply taking the time to really work on you internally, okay? Now, your outcome is the Two of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles in reversed, okay? Why I find this very interesting, because the Two of Swords really brings into my focus that you're basically at a standstill, right? Which resembles the fork in the road, okay? The Two of Swords really reminds you that you have many different directions that you can go, okay? No matter which way you go, in order for you to really truly see where you're going, you have to be willing to take the blindfold off. And that really means looking deep down within yourself to really see what are the things that you need to work on internally to help you change your perception and your beliefs about what you feel you deserve and that you feel you are worthy of, okay? A Two of Swords is really about you allowing your intuition to speak to you. I mean, I can't get any clearer than this. A Nine of Pentacles really talks about, in an upright position, it really talks about you being so grateful and seeing everything that you work so hard for. I feel that with this being in reversed, you're really disgruntled that you haven't gotten as far as you would have liked. And I don't really think that you're appreciative of the experiences or the things that you have accomplished right now, because you're not coming from a place of gratitude. You're coming from a place of lack. They're almost like there isn't enough in this world. And so I want my fair share. I deserve my fair share. I really feel that's where the entitlement is coming from, where you're seeing everybody else get what it is that they want. And you feel that you deserve that and more because you haven't gotten your due, but you haven't done the work to get you there. You feel that just because you have an idea that it's automatically going to flow into fruition without doing the work. It doesn't work that way. You have to really be able to face your shadow and be able to look at yourself and say, what is my intention behind this? What is the why that I have attached with what I'm trying to create? When you figure out the why, then you can figure out what are the discords. Do I not believe that I'm worthy of that? Do I not believe that I'm deserving of that? What is out of alignment with my higher self that is preventing me from moving forward? Okay. So that is the message that the Tarot has for you here, Aries. I do want to draw an additional oracle card just to get some additional insight. Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what additional information do you have for Aries here? What additional information can you add to this message for Aries? What additional information can you add for Aries? What additional information can you add for Aries? Thank you. Okay, we have the Revolutionary, okay? I'm going to read you what it says in the book. This is a fairly new deck to me, so I really feel like this is saying it really wants you to light your path and do the work that's needed in order to get you in the direction that you're wanting to go. It really sort of represents that you need to sort of... The one thing I keep hearing in my head is, if you continue to do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always gotten, right? This is about you not following a traditional path. This is about you doing something totally different than you have ever done before, okay? So here's what the book has to say about the Revolutionary. The Revolutionary card is asking you to challenge the status quo. Whether it is external or internal, the Revolutionary seeks to do things radically different. Like the outlaw, the Revolutionary has ideals that can be viewed as out there. They are a natural leader that can see what the collective needs and are able to put it into action. They invite others to be a part of building the world with them. The Revolutionary invites us to bring some of the trailblazing energy and apply it to our situation in life. How can you meet the needs of the collective? How can you lead with integrity? Be aware that working with revolutionary energy does not always translate to being accepted and loved. You will have people that support you, but your work can also attract naysayers. This just means it is potent and worthwhile. Do not let anyone affect how you stand in the world. Allow their words to fuel your fire and keep going. A balanced revolutionary leads and empowers. They are not afraid to be direct and deliver a harsh message when necessary, but they do so with love. They are original thinkers that push the envelope. They are all about questioning things and inviting others to do the same. They are truth seekers, but are fluid in how they find truth. In the quest for the good of the greater collective, an unbalanced revolutionary may become oppressive and use tactics that can be harmful. They also may become tyrannical and unable to hear others because they have some imbalanced ego issues. Now, I want to point out here, Aries, that this card did fall out reversed, okay? Which means that you would be imbalanced. But I read it upright because I wanted to read the entire message to you. Remember, in what I was talking about here, what is your intention behind the things that you are creating in your life, okay? Are you ego-based, or are you really coming from it from a place of heart-centered living, like wholehearted living? So that is the message that I have for you today, Aries. I hope that it resonated with you. I do appreciate you being here, and my advice to you is really take time to evaluate. Make sure that you are grateful for where you are, number one. And really ask yourself why. Ask yourself the why. detach yourself from the outcome that you are trying to seek and really come from it from a place from why this is going to benefit you and benefit others. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me, Aries. I truly do appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.